Hi guys, welcome to our pre-season episode, and as you can see right now on screen, we have moved clubs. It's not long like we expected. We are going to Ballymena United. We've left Newry City, we've already changed jobs. Dyke's favourite. We also turned down Cliftonville. Ballymena finished a bit higher last year, offered us more money, which we have to look at. So we decided to move on to these. They finished 7th last year in the Premiership, so we are up in the Premiership now. 1.5-star reputation, predicted to finish 7th. Just under 4,000 capacity stadium. 16 competition wins. Runners up in the top division 3 times. 6 Irish Cup wins. An NIFL Cup twice. And the Gold Cup as well. So a few decent history there. So we will take a look at the team once the season starts. We're expected to apparently avoid relegation this season, so they're expecting a little bit of a struggle. But as you can see, we're on the 19th of June is when we've taken over this season. Next season hasn't been decided yet. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. What is this European player semi-final thing? So I don't know why we're in that. Oh, it's 7th as well, qualifies. There we are. So obviously if we win the league, that is one of the trophies ticked off. Which is very nice. Second gives us Europa Conference League. And then third place have a European playoff. And they go into... Okay, so we get one team that goes into the Champions League qualifying rounds, which will be the winner there. And then we get 3 teams entering the Europa Conference League first qualifying round, second, third, and the winner of the playoff. But I'm guessing the playoff gets scrapped if the Irish Cup winner isn't from the league. I don't really know. We will find out. But it really does give us a chance to, push on and try and complete Ireland, at least Northern Ireland, I should say. So I'm going to go play until our first game of the season. We're going to do proper pre-season, and then we'll be back, and we're going to start a new season with a brand new team. I'll be back in just a moment. So we are back, ready for the first game of the season, 30th of July 2022. As you can see here, we've actually made a couple of signings at the end of last season, and I went back to my former team and brought in a couple of them younger players we got to know. So obviously Glenn Beattie, the guy who I gave his debut to, who's come in and, scored his first career goal under me. Brought him in on a free transfer. I mean, he's still decent at this level as well, so he's someone that I want to get in and, give a chance to. Joe Simpson, the left back, that we also had at Newry, also joined us on a free transfer. 2.5-star current ability, up to 5-star potential, even at this Premier League level. So he is someone that may get a fair bit of game time for me. And finally, the goal scorer, Jack Kinner, comes in up front again. 2.5-star current, 4.5-star potential. So he's going to be one that we probably play a little bit as well. But our squad was pretty thin. I mean, obviously I've got them ticked here. But we've got Simpson, Kinnear and Beattie all on here. That if you take out of that list, that's all we had for the first team. Which definitely wasn't ideal. Do I have to register players? Apparently I do. I didn't know that happened. I must have missed that message, because apparently I haven't done it. We have to have a minimum squad size of 15 as well. So I'm guessing we're registering a couple of the young players. Under the age of 20 or younger. Didn't have to be registered. So there we go. We'll just register them to fill out that squad list. But yeah, so let's go and meet some of the key players, shall we? So if I click forward, we're playing odds in our first game of the season. We are going to go and play the first 2 games of the Danske Bank Premier League season. As you can see, pretty good pre-season for us. So hopefully we can continue that form into the season, try and complete this country as soon as possible. If we can win the Premiership and the Northern Irish Cup, if we don't enter till the 5th round, this will be perfect. So you see, 1.5 star reputation, semi-pro status, and it's going to be interesting to see like how we do with this club. Owner loves the club, which is pretty nice. Historic rivalry with Coleraine, but that's it. In terms of them, media predicts us to finish 8th. We're going to finish a lot higher than 8th. Basic training, basic youth, adequate coaching, average youth recruitment. Season preview, as you see, 850-1 here behind Linfield. I don't think we have any players in the team, the media Dream 11. So that's lovely. And if we scroll down, Kofi Balmer, sort of mid there, and Ross Glending also, mid, so not too bad for us at all. As you see here, Jack Kinner did cost 3.1k, which is fine. There's nothing really. I'm not going to make any changes to the team. We are sticking with this. We've just gone straight back to the basic Gegenpress default, which again I will build from. So in goal, Ross Glendin, you saw him mentioned there as a key player, the goalkeeper, very good goalkeeper, 29, so just coming into his prime. And we are obviously playing him as a sweeper keeper in attack, so this is not his best role, but he's still very much capable of that. Some great attributes there as well for him. Matthew Lorimer, right back, potentially a position we need to improve on. Young lad though, so room for improvement. We'll see how he gets on. He is mainly a centre back. He is also a natural right back, but he's mainly a centre back. Kofi Balmer, the other key man in the centre of defence, another fantastic player, 4.5 star. Current ability for him, he's the one that we rely on quite often to keep the goals out really. Next to him in defence, we've got Odrin Casey, again another young lad that's gonna learn and grow with the club, and hopefully play next to Balmer, who's gonna help him improve pretty quickly. Matthew Clark at left back, very good left back, so he will be keeping Simpson out of the squad for now, but Simpson is again not a bad player to learn from at all. Holding midfielder will be Chris Casement. He's mainly a right back, but he can do defensive mid as well. We are training him in this position to try and help him improve a little bit more. Centre of midfield, Leroy Miller. Again, pretty versatile. Decent centre mid. So, see what he can do. We don't want him to be shooting, and we're desperately trying to work on his passing, trying to improve that. Next to him, Jude Winchester. Again, a pretty good midfielder, especially as a playmaker. So, we'll see what we do there. Ignore the roles as well, by the way. I haven't sorted them out yet. I'm going to do that before we jump into this game. Attacking mid right, Johnny Fraser. Again, pretty good player. Maybe doesn't really have a future with us. Someone that we're going to have to look at replacing. His contract's up in 5 months as well. So we'll see about him. Paul McElroy on the opposite wing. Similar to him, their positions that we need to strengthen, definitely. And then up front, Kafar Friel, a very good player. Decent finishing, so we'll see what we can do with him. If we just look at Jack Kinner, better finishing than him, and he was banging them in at the lower league level. So that's the team we're going to go with today. So there we go. I've just changed a few of the roles around. Obviously, Glendon still on a sweeper keeper, but in defend, which is a better role. Both fullbacks are also now on defender as fullbacks instead of wing backs. Casey is a covering ball playing defender. Palmer, central defender and stop and roll. We've got an anchor man, a deep line playmaker on support, centre mid on attack, and a poaching up front. The 2 wingers wasn't best as inside forwards, but for me, that's a pretty key part of my tactics, so that's what I'm going to keep them as. And we're going to look at some people like possibly Kenny, training him there. Obviously, we've got BT to come in. We need to train him a little bit more there. Obviously, his finishing is pretty poor. But that is something that we will do. Maybe we can even get Jack cutting off one of the wings. So we will train some of the players and get them playing in different positions and strengthen them up a little bit more, to be fair. But without further ado, let's go and jump into the first game of a new season at club number 3 in a pretty crucial division for us. Obviously, the Premier Division, the Premiership. We start off away from home, and apparently we're the favourites in this game. It's a special day. Yes, fuel is crucial. And let's go and see what we can do. Our first real look at this team. And I'm excited. I'm really excited for this. I don't want to be looking at their stats, do I? Let's pull the league table up. Very early on in the season, so we don't particularly need to know this, but let's pull it up anyway. As we're 25 minutes in and absolutely nothing has happened so far in this game. We're getting no highlights. There we go, first highlight. This is us, obviously in the black. Them in the Crystal Palace sort of kit as the ball goes forward and Neeson gets there first. I've wondered if there's going to be a mix-up between the goalkeeper and defender there. Lorimer is apparently apprehensive. Not a good sign, is it? As Fraser looks forward, tries to find Friel, and it's cleared out by Henry, who clears it yet again. Header forward, long ball forward again, and Lorimer gets his head on it again. Playing a bit of tennis there. Now Fraser looking to get forward, cuts inside, shoots, and it's gone well wide. Well wide. Let's go and demand some more. He's still apprehensive. Glenevan 5-0 up against Glentoran. And we're going to half time at 0-0. I'm going to tell them I'm far from pleased. It's demotivated McElroy, but the rest are all motivated. That's what we want to see. Goal kick goes forward, and Harkin gets in behind here and shoots and makes it 1-0 to Ards. And that is not what we want to see at all. It's just a long ball over the top from the goalkeeper. Defenders just don't switch on quick enough, and Harkin, it's a great finish. Glendin probably could have done a bit better there. He just sort of falls over. And now here they come with a throw in into the box again. Quinn cleared out. He did have space and took too long. Bagnall on the ball now. Goes back to Henry. Into Bacon. Lays it off for Quinn. And that's 2-0. And what is going on here defensively? This is atrocious. And we're going to go and make some changes now. Already, I'm not happy at all with this performance. 3 changes after 50 minutes as they come forward again. Cleared out by Bormer. We're going to go attacking and we're going to berate them. And that's motivated them, which, you know, is good, but it's probably a bit too late in this game. Very attacking. They got a free kick delivered. Glendon saves this time. I mean, we're 2-0 down anyway, so we may as well go very attacking for the end of this game. It's a long ball over the top, and Kinner's in. On his debut, it's hit the post and gone in, and it's 2-1, and game is back on. Jack Kinner, inspired substitution. I knew he could do this. That's why I brought him in. We saw in the short time we had at Newry how good of a finisher he is. It's a great take and a composed finish to put it past the keeper in off the post, which is perhaps a little bit lucky. He grabs the ball, takes it back for kick-off, and game on. Encouragement hasn't worked. Clark, free kick right on the edge of the area. Is he going to shoot? He is. He's off the bar. Oh, I thought we'd got an equaliser there. So unlucky. It's a fantastic free kick. I don't even know what. Corner comes in. It's cleared out now. Murphy picks it up, goes back out wide to Fraser. Can he get a ball in? He's pulled it across, and the keeper just gets there before Miller. Quick ball downfield to Harkin, who was offside. 6-3 now in that game. What a game that is there. Goals all over the place. And time's going to run out, and we certainly wasn't good enough in that game. We gave ourselves a bit of a hope. We're going to throw a water bottle. They're demotivated. I don't care. We were the favourites in that game, and we should have beat them. And I'm going to, berate the players there. It's not good enough, especially not for the opening game of the season. We need to do a lot better than that. We'll be back for the next game against Crusaders, who are a pretty good team in this league as well. So we'll be back for that in just a moment and see if we can have a better second game than we did the first. Okay, and we're back for the second game. As you may have noticed, I've had a headset change during this. My headset's just decided to die. Recording, so I need to buy a new headset now. Fantastic. As you can see, we've had a bit of a tactical change. I wanted to get Kinner in the team, but I also wanted to play Friel, so we've had a bit of a change around. Glendin plays in goal, Casement, Barmer, Casey and Clark at the back, Miller and Winchester in the centre midfield, Fraser and Wade on the wings with Friel and Kinner up front. Crusaders are a very, very good team. They won the league a couple of years back in real life, so there'll be an interesting one to watch. Lorimer and McElroy drop out of the team for Wade and Kinner. So yeah, Crusaders are a very good team in this league. So let's go and jump into this game and see what we can do. Cautiously told them to show me what they can do. Barmer is unsure. Beatty on the bench is nervous, but the rest of them are all composed. I mean, that's got nothing to do with me, has it? I'm not even manager here. Crusaders are beaten in 8. I'm not going to talk about fixtures. New manager at a new club. So who cares? Ayari's free kick comes in towards Clark, and Ross Clark should have buried that. Miles over in the end from him. They won their first game. And well, they're putting a lot of pressure on in these opening 10 minutes. Second highlight we've seen already of them attacking. Clark again on the ball, who should have made it 1-0. Cross comes in, Casement gets a foot on it, slides it clear, Fraser knocks it forward. Gone over the defender and Friel is in now. He can find Kinner, can he? It's a great through ball. Kinner! 1-0 to the Ballymena. Jack Kinner's second goal in 2 games since signing. It's a great ball from Friel to slide it through. The defender came out and missed a header, and that gives us a nice early lead. No idea what the defender was doing, and for a second I thought Friel was going to go on his own. Instead he draws defenders to him. Kinner continues his run and first time slots it past the keeper, and we are going to go more cautious now. I mean, it didn't look anywhere near offside. Okay, it was tighter than I thought it was, but he was quite clearly onside anyway. And then straight away they've got a goal kick. Devlin knocks it downfield. It's flicked on, and Casement's going to get there, but he's given the ball away to Kennedy, and Kennedy's in one-on-one with the goalkeeper and makes it 1-1. And that was incredibly poor from Casement. Incredibly poor. He's now nervous, and it shows. Should have just put his foot through it. He had a man over. He could have played the ball too. He could have gone back to the keeper. Instead, he takes a very poor touch and, well, slid into the back of the net. And it's 1-1, and the lead lasted very long, and we've instantly gone back to positive. We're going to demand more from them. We've got a goal kick here from Glendin, who plays it short to Casey. Knocks it out for Miller. And looks over the top, but O'Keefe gets his head to it. Winchester, though, through for Kinner. First time ball out wide for Fraser. Can he take his man on? He's running at him. Inside for Kinner, and he tries to play it back. It's tackled, and Friel hits the crossbar, and it's bounced back out and headed clear. And that was a decent effort. We should have made more of that chance, really. And a goal kick forward again. Miller brings it down this time. Looks through for Friel. Friel is in now, one-on-one with the keeper, and he's pushed it wide. And Friel should have done better there. He really should have done better. He could have gone probably another couple of touches. before needing to shoot. Fraser's corner. Cleared out. The keeper did come and miss that. And now Ayari speaking away from defender. Passed another one. He needs some support. He's had to go backwards because he hasn't got that support coming quite quickly enough. And that's the end of that highlight. And well, dangerous going forward, but not great defending. Ayari is looking complacent for them. And well, apart from the goal and the chance that we haven't done too much. Kennedy's free kick, they've almost scored from one and they've almost scored from a second one now. Kennedy's header just going over. And we go into half time at 1-1. And I'm going to tell them we're not happy because it hasn't been great at all. Kennedy's corner comes in and Owens with a free header. And it goes over, and I think we are going to get more cautious now because they are creating so many chances. If you look at expected goals, they haven't particularly been the better team, but they definitely have been the better team. We are going to go demand some more again on the hour mark, and there's wide open spaces. Cross comes in, and Clark heads clear. And there Clark is going to pick it up. O'Connor looks in for Kennedy. It's going to be 2-1, is it? No, Glendin saves this time, and we're going to have to make some changes here. Defensively, we are shocking. Clark's going to come off for Simpson. Farmer yet again not having a good game. He is trying to leave. He wants to go to a bigger team. And I don't know, maybe he's purposely throwing games. Who knows? Actually, I'm not going to bring McElroy on. We're going to bring Beattie on. The young lad, see what he can do. They do have a corner. I should obviously probably press play, shouldn't I? Kennedy's corner. And it just goes straight out for a goal kick. And, you know, it's a little bit dangerous because, well, we've already conceded from a corner once this series, so we now have a goal kick. Nice little ball forward to Miller, who's got some space. Back to Winchester. Looks over the top and Kinner is in. If there's one player we want one-on-one to keep, it's Kinner. Takes a couple of touches and Devlin manages to get his hand to it just. And, well, you'd expect Kinner to score. There, Winchester's corner. Can we make the most of set pieces? Keeper comes and claims this one. Well, I'd be happy with a draw if that's how it ends. Say Crusaders are a really good team. A team that I know pretty well, a team that I follow in real life. And I'd say the past champions, obviously the game isn't over yet as Ayari tries to knock it past his defender. Goes back to Hale, got space and finds Ayari again. He wasn't tracked into the box and straight at Glendin. And we're just, I don't know what to do. Miller's free kick, header clear. Barmer's going to pick that up. Can he recycle this? Get it back in. Goes back to Simpson. All over top of Friel. And Friel can't get there either. Keeper too quickly. Friel probably could have got a touch to that and knocked it past the keeper. Barmer gets his head on it. It's header clear and Barmer picks it up yet again. Beattie goes back to Miller. We're creating chances now. Late on, we're getting some pressure onto them. Can we find a breakthrough? Not like that, we can't. Simpson's going to get a second chance. Tries to knock it past O'Connor. He gets past him. Ball into the box and Kinner. That's a massive miss again. That's two big chances he's missed. A big chance Friel's missed and we could pay for this. Poor ball out, but we win the ball back. And Winchester, Kinner was in there if someone wanted to play the ball, but instead we go backwards and chance may have gone there. Piss poor ball out, and Ayari's in. Keeper gets there first, fortunately. Glendin looks quickly over the top, given straight to O'Connor. Winchester's going to pick it up and drive forward. Still Winchester. Into the box, to Friel, to Kinner. And it's hit the bar again after the keeper parries it, and Kinner needs to be burying these. He has to be scoring that. A man of his quality. He's had 3 massive chances to put this game to bed. We go in at 1-1, and I'm not happy after that. Again, we should have won that. Some big chances. Instead, we've come away with a point, and we need to be taking these chances. The players that we've got, the quality we have in attacking positions, should be scoring these goals. But that's how this game ends, is 1-1. Simpson and Beattie both making their debuts, and that leaves us 9th place with 1 point, when, in my opinion, we should have possibly had 6. A minimum of 3 points from this. We should have beat Crusaders. In terms of the next game, probably looking at end of September sort of time, Glenevan, Carrick Rangers, sort of goes 6 to 8 games between episodes. So yeah, we'll look at coming back around that sort of time. Hopefully we can, get into some form for when you come back, and we can actually see us win a game, which would be very nice. If you have enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for more. Until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.